Trina.
LaRae.
Our show is designed with soul. Talks about everything costumes through the lens of Black women. Hi, y'all.
I'm Black. He's Black. We're women. Black women. Get it?
It fits.
Okay. So, Trina, tell me all about yourself. Like, why should people care about like what we think about movies? Like, why? I mean, who cares? Trina Brown, who is she?
Trina Brown is. I don't even know who I am. How do I explain myself?
I don't know. Who am I?
Yeah, like
It's early.
I mean, it's I'm still figuring it out, but um, I'm somebody who is in the film industry, working in the costume department. I haven't. It's been, at least I say like about 10 years, and I'm still trying to figure things out, and I'm just navigating as a Black woman in the costume department in the film industry.
Yeah, look at that. She all modest and stuff. She works on like, a very big, prestigious show. She's the costume supervisor. She's East Coast.
Well,
That's
no,
Trina Brown.
over here, like you remember, East Coast and West Coast is different. So I'm a costume coordinator. There's a separate costume supervisor.
Oh, she banging. She banging. She said West Coast, East Coast.
What?
So cute.
I'm just saying, there's different rules. Different rules applies.
What's up? Girl. Well, I'm LaRae. I'm a costume designer. I work in the film industry for a long time. I was a fashion designer first. I costumed a bunch of movies, shorts, theater, commercials. I met Trina Brown on a project called Miranda's Victim and was like just meeting my other half. She's so calm and like normal. So that was like the fun part. It's like, how can I get this normal person just to start acting weird with me? And then it was on and cracking. It was on and cracking.
I mean,
so
I've never been called normal before, so
yeah.
Thank you.
You were though. Like, remember you came on set and the first day you came on set, you caught COVID?
I did.
I was like, dang, bye. Hi, bye. Girl, that was crazy. They tried to kill you immediately. Okay, but let's tell the people about our fabulous outfits. I mean, what are you wearing, my love? You look beautiful.
Thank you. Well, my outfit is our theme is decades, so we have to put that out there for people like, what the fuck? Yeah. But I'm 60s inspired, so this is my look. I guess a kind of like a modish type look. It's like,
I love it.
Yeah, thank you. This is my put together.
I like the jewelry. You remind me of Mahogany. It's very pretty. It's very. You've seen Mahogany?
One of my favorite movies. Yeah, I have it on DVD.
Yeah, of course. It's like you're a Black woman in the costume department. You better have seen Mahogany.
Yeah.
But girl, yeah, that reminds me of like the super like fashion forward. Great.
I just have to give a shout out to Tamika Mays, who helped me put this together.
Hey, Tamika.
Hey,
girl,
Mika.
she looks good. You did it. I had to do myself because I'm not as fancy as she is. I had to go to the whole Goodwill myself and buy my own stuff. So, like Trina was saying, so every week we're going to come to you guys with like a different theme. So be looking out for what we're wearing. So when we come up on the screen, we don't want to scare you sometimes. Maybe it'd be a scary outfit. Maybe it'll be whatever. But this week, our theme was decades. And so like Trina says, she's wearing the 60s. I'm wearing the 40s. Oh my God.
Yeah, clutch my pearls.
I mean, I wish I had pearls, girl. Just clutch everything.
Well, just clutch
the neck.
They're invisible pearls.
But I mean, like, what lady? You see, I've got my gloves, I've got my purse, my hat, got my. Ooh, look at me, girl. Well, that's just all boobs, but that's not what I meant. But anyway, so I'm bringing the 40s. She's bringing the 60s. So next week we'll see what we come up with.
Yeah, this is all via my closet.
Girl, well, you don't know. We may have to go out and buy something.
Well, at one point, yeah, but
or make something and put them creative skills to use.
we're gonna do it.
You know, so Trina,
I
Trina, you can
know,
do
but
it.
you know, I don't have the best sewing skills. I'm working on it. I'm gonna get there.
You'll get there.
I'm gonna get
That's what I
there.
like about Trina. Trina is forever gonna get somewhere. She gonna get there. Don't even worry about it. She on the way.
I'm on my way. I'm coming. I am on my way.
Shoot, we're speaking of sewing. Last night, I was telling Trina I was working on a gown for a client, and I haven't done a 2:30 in the morning dress drop off in a long time. So I felt like a college student last night dropping this dress off, but it looked gorgeous. Anyway, so I still do that. What are you working on? Oh, so this is the middle of the strike.
That's right.
So we should probably talk about the strike that's happening and the reason that a lot of people aren't working.
Yeah, no, I mean, we have the strike. It's the writers that started in May, and just what it's been a month for the actors. So that's when everything really shut down because everybody's just trying to get equal pay or what they're worth or fight this AI mess or whatever. But I mean, seems like they're back in negotiations. Last night, the writers and the what is it, the AMPTP,
Hmm.
and they took a recess, and so they'll be back next week to renegotiate to see how they feel about things. So, I mean, I feel like there's some progress being made, but who knows?
Girl, I don't know because I was driving down the street and I mean, you know, I'm in LA, so I drive down a pair of
Yeah,
our pictures and they are out there. I mean, it is out there. I've seen so many celebrities just with it's awesome. Girl, if you want to run up on a celebrity, go to the picket lines.
I know. I mean, because I know I keep seeing stuff like going to Times Square. That's where they out here in New York City,
Hmm.
and that's where the New York celebrities are. It's in Times Square, but I haven't gone because I avoid Times Squares at all costs.
Trina. Girl, I gotta go out. I never been to Times Square. I've been to New York a couple times, but I never been to Times Square.
Really? I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it's
Mm.
something to see at least once.
We'll go together.
Yeah, you got
When
well
our
whenever.
podcast is huge, we'll just be sitting at Times Square. Everybody will know us and they'll be like, oh my God, it's Designed with Soul. They're in the Times Square. The Times Square.
It will happen. The Times Square. It will happen. It will happen.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know how long I'm gonna be sitting out there, but yeah,
Girl, till we catch something.
because
Then
like I said, Times Square is
I
not
never
my thing.
been. But so but has the strike affected you personally though?
As far, I mean, like, of course, I'm not working. I mean, I would have been back to work by now, but so I haven't worked. But I mean, I'm working on little projects because right now I'm working on a pilot, low
Mm-hmm.
budget, so non-union something. And yeah, I mean, personally, it's giving me time to rest and like think about my goals and what I want to accomplish and what I want to do going
Mm-hmm.
forward. It makes me think about how I'm going to do things differently because relying on getting these jobs all the time is just not the way to do it. So that's how it's affected me. How about you?
I have just, girl, I've been working. I
I know
stay
you
on a
have.
job. I know it's crazy. So I'm super blessed to stay on these SAG interim agreement features. So
Hmm.
the when the strike happened, I was actually on set and it happened like at midnight. And so obviously we were at home and we went in the next day. SAG actually came to set. We were very, very low budget movie anyway, so they just let us finish that day. But then we were on hold for like 3 days until they got their paperwork together. Got their paperwork together. We all went back to work. I wrapped that, and now I start another movie tomorrow.
Yeah.
Another SAG interim
Interim.
agreement because that's like all that could work right now. And then after that, I got another one that's already been on the list. So I'm
See,
gonna stay working, which is good.
I'm working on getting those type of connections so I can keep
Mm-hmm.
working like you. But you've been in the industry for like how long? Forever?
Negro, not forever, but I know I feel like it. Shoot, no, like for real, like I've only been doing this maybe 8 years. I mean, but that's a while. But I've been doing, but again, I was in fashion for a very long time
Yeah.
before that.
Mm-hmm.
So I, but it's out. I think the reason I get called a lot is I get called from the same people, so it's just
Mm.
mostly referral.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
luckily,
I've worked with the same people over and over, but a lot of them, no, it's just like, I just decided not to work with them anymore. Those type of things, if I'm being honest.
said I love them, but I don't really love them. Oh my gosh. So that's kind of what the podcast is going to be like. It's what this channel is going to be like. This show is going to be just me and Trina and other guests coming on talking about fashion, our experience in the industry, and sharing some stuff with everybody. I always get people who want to know, like, how did you start? And I have a little daughter who wants to learn how to sew, and can
Yeah.
you teach her? So I was thinking this is a cool way that we don't have to like be everybody be in my DM or your DM.
Yes.
You know, we could just have this podcast. I did want to ask you, is there like in your years of working, like what is the one or two stories that really like stick out to you?
I know I have them, but like, when I'm on the spot, I'm always not remembering stuff. I mean, I remember
Girl.
specifically um, working on Miranda's Victim when I met all of you guys. It was like, I remember I was like, I was at a like, kind of like a low point. It was just like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And then I spoke to you on the phone, and I think I laughed, and you was just like, I like your laugh. I think I like you because I like your laugh. I was like, okay, whatever. I,
I didn't know. It's a
I
real laugh.
yeah, and then I walked on. Then I arrived there, and it was just like total chaos. But it was you, Jennifer, and everybody else, and y'all was just going back and forth, and y'all were just like yelling, and it was like a lot of cussing. I was just like, I feel at home. I feel at home.
Where the ribs at?
Yes. It's like I get them. Like I get them.
Hey, sit down with some Kool-Aid and some ribs, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that project. I'm working with that same director on Sunday, so just the amount of the word you use is chaos. We're gonna call it organized chaos this time.
It is. And
But
that
it's just me. It's gonna be just me on that whole project.
I mean, and I know a lot of independent films, or guerrilla films, in which I've done a couple of those, it's usually just you.
I know, but girl, okay, but this cast, it's so wild because it's like we're shooting an indie movie, but with a really great cast.
Yeah.
So half of the cast that was in Miranda's Victim is in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to be with a wheelbarrow and a bag of clothes. Come on.
Just throwing like, try it on, see if this fits.
We ain't got no money. Here's this wheelbarrow. We ain't got a trailer, no golf cart.
So they didn't have it in the budget to like give you at least a PA or something?
There's not a PA, girl. And I just got some of the sizes. See, and
Crazy
that's the other
sizes.
thing people don't understand. Yeah, girl, and that's the other thing people don't understand about our job is that we can't even start our job until everybody else has signed the deal and all that other stuff. So here we are, 2 minutes before he's supposed to be shooting, trying to figure out what they're going to wear. Sometimes I'm like, what you got on? Let me see what you're wearing. Oh, what you're wearing is perfect. Go ahead. Costume's clear.
I'm dealing with that right now. Just like, I was just thinking about that this morning, like, how am I going to make this work? Because some stuff I order, I don't feel like it's going to arrive. And I'm just like, all right, so what am I about to do? So, I mean,
So what are you working on?
it's a pilot. It's a I don't want to talk about it too much, but it's a pilot for, I guess it's BronxNet, and it's for it's about a what do they call it? Social media influencer. And so
They call them losers.
What you say?
They call them losers.
Now, LaRae. Now. Go as far as to say that.
I'm so mean.
Because, I mean, well, let's talk about that. I said, because sometimes to think be a social media influence, a good one, like, you got to be consistent with that. And I know with me, with social media, I'm horrible. Like, I never want to post. I don't want to create nothing to post. But it's just like, I just want to live my life. But it's just like social media is the way of the world.
Yeah, I'm the worst. So that's why I'm the worst, the absolute worst. I don't even care. What's happening? I don't care. What are you talking about? What happened? Somebody threw a chair? I don't care. What are you talking about? Didn't happen in my world.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then I'm tired. I don't want people to be knowing. And
exactly.
But here we are. And here we are. Just like two old ladies just dragging our asses into the new fucking century. Here we go. Come on, Trina. Come on, Trina.
Exactly.
Let's try this thing, this podcast thing.
We're going to figure it out, though.
But just know this is going to be our worst episode ever because everything after this is up.
Exactly.
And we got dressed. We got a light. We got phones and stuff. We got edited. Girl, we're killing.
We just have to work on the mic situation, you know? Audio.
Yes. Yell into there. So I'm working on some other stuff. So I have some stuff, like my own little personal stuff that I've been working on. But I was going to tell you, I'm trying to get back into fashion.
Oh, really?
So, while we're taking this little downtime, well, I don't really have a lot of downtime, but just, going back and doing maybe like a little fashion week.
Okay.
So, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I've never done, when I went to college, my intention was to go get into the fashion industry. But that never really happened. I ended up going to like the retail route. And it was like I was working my way up. And for a while, I was a visual merchandiser. So I was doing that for a good.
The only retail I ever did, I sold beds. That's the only, I sold beds. Girl, I was killing it.
I just became obsessed with the business of retail, like the business end. So I wanted to get into that. But then it was just like, what like everything is politics, and I just wasn't feeling it anymore. And just like, I really want to just create and just. So once, I got the opportunity to work on a film, I was just like, it's just like the light bulb went up. I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So
I remember I had that feeling about the light bulb, or just like the weird thing about the movie industry. Well, not weird, just having a reaction to where I was at. We were filming a Joshua Tree out here, and all the we were late. Well, we weren't late. The lady who was opening up the gate was late, and so. We all have a call time. It's probably like 8 in the morning, even earlier than that, whatever. And so the lady who's opening up the gate to get in the park isn't there. So all the cars are just lining up. Everybody's just lining up. And I'm looking at it and I am having a freaking moment, Trina. Like I'm about to start crying. I was like, oh my God. And then there was all of these different types of people. There was a guy on a motorcycle. I'm a Black woman. There's like big people, little people. There's all kind of people. And we're all doing the same project. And I don't think there's any other industry where just the most random smattering of people will work together for one project, try to get along. It's like the worst summer camp of your life. So, I mean, but I'm in tears and I'm just having this moment like, oh, we're all in one accord. So that was my I knew I was in the right place, but everybody was just weird. Everybody on set is weird.
But it's just like, you feel like you're home. Like, It just feels
My
right,
type of
like
weird.
all this craziness,
Yeah.
all these weird. Because like I remember working on a film, and I was just looking like because we were filming in Queensbridge projects, and
Okay.
Queensbridge, I think where Nas always was from and everything. So we were filming there, and like of course, like the set is always like a mile away from we're holding
Why do they do
things.
that?
I never
Why?
understood that. I'm like, why is it always a
Every
mile
time.
away? So it's like you're running back and forth, and this was like a hot,
All the time.
hot day, and I remember they on a walkie calling for the actor, like the specific actor. I'm telling him like they're calling you to set, but it was just like, of course, it was a low budget, and what did we have? We had like the bulletproof vest because it was a cop film, and
Mm-hmm.
of course we had a limited amount of vests, and the ones that were being in use that would be currently filmed. The actor he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't go. He wasn't ready to go set. He's like, I need my vest because I need to get into character. I was like, sir, I need you to get because they're yelling like, we need so and so on set right now. It's
Yeah.
like they need you.
Yeah.
They need you, sir. And this is like, of course, when I'm just starting, so I'm just like a little shy, like, sir, no, they need you. They need you. They really need you right now.
Please go to set. Pretty please. Please. Get away from me. But just go. Just go. Just go.
He's like, no, I need the vest. I need to get into character. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and so his brother
Get
was
out
his
of here.
manager. His brother started yelling at him, and it was able to work it out to get him onto set. I was just
Like, boy, we don't have no. You just don't want to tell them the truth that somebody else is wearing this vest.
like they gotta get you
Your
right.
vest is on set. Shoot,
And like
you gonna
that
wait. It's
film
gonna
was
be the sweaty one.
that film was pure chaos, and I remember just running back and forth, and it was just like I remember I was stressed out during that whole film, but like after after it was done, I got home, slept a little, and you wake up like I want to do that again. I want
Yeah,
to do that
you were
chaos again.
stupid. Yeah,
Although
because you're dumb.
I never finished getting paid for that film. That's another thing.
Ooh, boy, see, that's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother. Did the work and get the paycheck. That's what we're gonna do. The next. There's a lot of that.
But after that,
Or I did
that's
the.
what inspired me to get into the union. It was after that
Yeah,
film. I'm just like, you know what? Now I'm going into the union.
girl.
So yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, you were saying something like about the distance between set and costumes, and it is always they put us in. I always say I'm in Africa. That's over there in Iceland. So I don't know how I'm gonna get from Africa to Iceland, but that's
In
what you
30
guys set up.
seconds. In 30 seconds.
And then they want to do quick changes. Oh, and then wait a minute. Then there's a montage. Oh, there's a montage, and I'm in Africa, and you're in Iceland. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. So you want me to? We got to get in the car. In the car ride is still like 3-4 minutes away. Like that is absurd.
Exactly. In a hot
And
summer.
then it's always the one that, yeah. So people, what we're saying is costumes always gets the shit end of the deal when it comes to being hired, placement on set, where they put us. Like it's just always. Remember on Miranda's Victim, they thought we were like the garage sale because we were down the street in some empty parking lot. People kept coming trying to buy the clothes because we were all outside. Like, and we're like, do you think we're doing like on the spot alterations? Because we had all the sewing machines outside, all the tents, crazy Jennifer dancing around talking about, whatever. People talking about how much is that dress. Girl, get out of here. It's hot as heck. The heck kind of bomb ass garage sale you think this is? This $2 dress. Don't worry, I'll sew it for you. Get out of here. People are silly.
I mean,
But yeah,
what do you
people are
expect?
crazy.
Like, you don't see any like set around. You don't see anything filming going around. You're just in a random spot. So, what do they know? It looks like a sidewalk sale.
It looks like yeah. Which is how they like us. They just like us looking crazy. It was just so unsafe too. Like we're just out there. Didn't have lunch, didn't have a toilet, didn't have water.
And it was hot. I remember it was hot.
Girl, then they want us to be like cheery and like, oh my God, I can't like oh
I'm loving
but
it.
we are. We're the hospitality department.
Yes.
Make sure everybody feels good. You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
You feeling that? How do you feel in that? Do you feel good? You feel like the character? We're nice.
We deal with a lot.
And
We
then,
deal with a lot. It's not glamorous.
not at all. Not
No.
at all. It is. There's not one thing about our department that is glamorous. There's not one thing.
No.
People think, oh well, oh you get to do. Look what you get to do. And I
So
love when they
cool.
say get to. Look what you get to do.
Yeah, that must be so fun. I'm like, I mean,
You
it's
don't even
fun.
like to do your own laundry. Like people don't even like to do their own laundry. Nevertheless, pick up somebody else's socks and underwear and like wash that, iron it, and then hang it up. And then somebody, what? Nobody likes that. Nobody's I can't wait to do the laundry.
Or
Nobody.
fighting
And
with
then we get the
actors
least
about
amount
the
of sleep.
sizing because they're lying about their sizes.
Or they're trying to lose that last 5 pounds. No, no. I'm gonna be 5 pounds lighter by next week. No, don't even.
It's
Get a
not
smaller
happening.
one. It's never gonna happen. You would
No,
have already lost that 5 pounds. Let me just alter it so you look great in it, and now
exactly.
you're gonna look like you lost 30 pounds. So just don't lie to us. That's the one thing. People don't lie to your costumer. The costume department needs to know the truth.
But they're lying to
You
themselves,
had
so
a
how can they be
baby.
honest with us?
The one thing that I do know about us is that we do get to know when like Hollywood is pregnant before anybody else on set. I've known about 2 or 3 Hollywood babies before they were even a baby. They were when they were babies, but they weren't. I mean,
Yeah.
we're in Florida. You're a baby as soon as you're conceived.
Yeah.
I don't live in Florida. I live in LA. So a baby is when it comes out.
We get to see how your favorite people really look.
Girl, they be looking a mess. I'll say it. I don't care because most of them do look bad though. Most of them come in and they're just tired and they've been working all day, and some of them are beautiful.
Yeah.
But most of them are just regular old people, and we make them look really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
You won't even recognize
We
them
look
walking past
terrible
them.
though. Oh yeah.
You won't
Yeah, we look
recognize them.
bad though. Like Trina, like when we see each other on set, we look like the help.
When you want to just roll it out of bed, throw something on, and run it out the door.
And it's like, trust me, I can make you look good, but just don't look at me as an example because I look terrible. But I could dress you. It's going to be amazing. Just imagine I looked great. Girl, I was at, I did a lot Miranda's Victim, but Miranda's Victim, I was walking out. The reason we were talking about that, when it was hot, it was summer, and this PA told me, he said, dang, LaRae, you look like you've been in a war. The PA, any people in the movies, a PA is not supposed to talk to you like that. But obviously, I was looking bad. Then I caught a reflection in the glass, and I seen my bra strap was down. But that's because they had us in Africa, and I was walking to Iceland to go drop off the thing, and somebody had the golf cart. I got a bad back, and I'm walking. So, girl.
That's what.
So since then, I tried to.
I mean, it'd be careful. Who do we find out? Why is it always like the setup is like that? Like, why is the costumes always so far away?
Girl, let me tell you. Let me tell you one. Let me tell you one. This was nuts. So, girl, I'm in this one movie, and they have rigged some kind of 2-floor thing in one room. So when I say they rigged some kind of 2-floor thing, like a loft.
Yeah.
So makeup. So it's a warehouse. So it's probably like 30, 40 feet warehouse, whatever, where it's tall,
Yeah.
So they're putting some scaffolding and some kind of floor in the middle. So makeup is down, and they think I am going to climb up some rickety stairs to go to this makeshift loft that they've made where I'm supposed to work out of the ceiling. They want me to be in the ceiling, girl.
And then you gotta walk up and down with the costumes.
I gotta, and it's not even a real thing. It's like a platform that they made. So now I got 10 feet, maybe, or maybe it's only 8 feet of room.
Yeah.
So the rack is like here. It's dirty. It's all these
Always
things, and it's
dirty.
some kind of like construction ladder. And they were like, no, you can go up there. Now, mind you, now let me tell you what's underneath. The makeup department's underneath, but these big old sharp steel nails, screws,
Oh
these
no.
long. So if it falls down, we are killing all the first team and the makeup artists because these spikes are what's holding the top floor in. Girl, so I was pissed. I was pissed. I had moved everywhere in this one thing. It was like I had moved here, here, here. So I just took the clothes and started just throwing them up the thing. Fuck them. I just started throwing them up there, right? My assistant was like, she just didn't know what to do because I'm already pissed. And so then I get everything up there and it's all dirty. And then I just finally said, I sent a text message or email to production, said, where do you actually want me to work? Because this is bullshit. Like, I cannot work in the ceiling. I mean, the ceiling's not clean in anybody's house. And that's where you want the clothes. I was just like, ugh. So I'm not even far away, but I'm in the ceiling. So it's always the worst treatment. Then they'll try to move you over here because now you're in the shot. But I have 1,000 things to. Ugh.
It's like we're always the inconvenience. We're
Yeah.
always
But then they
inconvenienced to
want the stuff to look nice. Yeah.
create
Inconvenience. It is.
miracles.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just like, well, it's just clothes. Oh, it's just clothes. If it's just clothes, who cares?
Yeah. Then
Yeah. Girl,
just
I had a director step on an outfit before. Girl, I was like, did you just kick that? Like, why would you do that? What's wrong with you? Girl, I've had people throw shoes. I've had the worst thing I've ever had, like clothing wise, like the weirdest thing. I had people throw clothes before. I had a basketball player throw some shoes because that wasn't the team that he had signed with or the brand that he had signed with. So I had, I don't even want to say his name, but he was an MVP player of the year last year.
that story. I believe you told me that
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
And and I was like, whoa. And then I even had a director throw some shoes at me. I was like, damn, this is a thing. They like that. Maybe it's just me. I need to move.
You're the help, so just throw things.
Girl, catch this, black girl.
You ever
Okay.
have like a director like make a request that didn't make any sense to the scene?
All the time. All the time. Yeah. Hey, and this is what I love. I was just thinking. Or this one. I was wondering. Oh, you was wondering? Well, we don't have it. If you were wondering, we do not have it.
Girl, I had a
Do
director
you have?
I had a director that wanted hazmat suits for the scene, and I'm just like, why? I was like, the house is just being vandalized. Why do we need hazmat suits? Yeah, like sheets, like curtains up, like covering the house. I'm like, the house was just vandalized.
Yeah.
Why do they? Why
That
do the
doesn't mean
friends?
it wasn't tinted.
Yeah, even the actress, when I told her, I said, "Well, you have a hazmat suit." She was just like, "But," it's like, "Look, I tried, but wasn't hearing it."
Creative license. Yeah. I'm not the executive producer, baby. They want you to put this hazmat suit and get up out of here.
Exactly. Make it make sense. You do what you got to do. You're the actress.
No, just get up out of here. Here's your hazmat suit.
Exactly. You're the actress. Make it work.
Yeah. Act like it makes sense. Girl. And then they be wanting everything. It's like, oh, I had a director. She just made up a whole scene in her head. And she was like, and didn't tell me about it. So I came to set with what we had talked about. She said, well, I want it all white. I was like, well, you didn't tell me that you wanted everybody to be in white, because that's an easy request if you tell me.
Exactly.
I can't read your mind.
Exactly.
Like whoever you told was not me, sweetie. I don't know about this all white fantasy you got. So that was something. Girl. Do you have any plans for coming up or what you got going on?
Oh, that's no, I mean the podcast.
Yeah.
The pilot
I
I'm
like the
working on.
podcast already.
Huh?
Said I like the podcast
I
already.
do. And just like no, I mean the pilot that I'm working on. And I'm just seeing what next to come. I believe, yeah, honestly,
Yeah. Well,
we're just gonna cut this part out because
it's girl, we got a whole but girl. That's why I'm keeping going because we got like 6 extra minutes and stuff, so we could edit some of it and
yeah,
put stuff in.
because I just like
Um,
because when it comes to what I'm doing, it's like never much. I mean, I just been taking like online classes, keeping myself busy. Google has those free classes, and so I've been
mm,
taking for web,
Google has free classes.
digital marketing.
Classes for what?
They have different things. I'm doing for project management and digital marketing. Just adding more stuff with my resume. And plus I have like I told you about the sock store. So that's why I took the digital marketing class so I could just better teach myself how to put it together.
Can't wait to see the sock store. That's gonna be really dope though, because like it's a small area, your feet and your ankles and stuff, but it can make a big impact,
Yeah, I
obviously.
mean,
Like Argyle socks and striped socks have been like
yeah, I mean, it's
I used
not,
to wear when I was young, when I was in middle school or junior high, I that was my thing. I wore the knee high socks,
yeah,
or then I wore like four pair of socks on one leg and
yeah,
the opposite four pair on the other leg. Love socks.
yeah. I love socks too. Like when I thought about the sock store, my sister was like, it makes sense. She's like, you love socks. Like even like when I did photo shoots, I always add
Mm-hmm.
socks to it. Like, and I'm like, oh wait, this outfit is not complete. What's missing? And I'll have some funky
Socks.
socks. There it is.
And then they're like, we ain't even gonna see them, but I know they're there.
Exactly, and I'm
I know.
happy. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used
Because it completes. Yeah. For
I used
you,
to be
it's a
my sexy
necessity.
secret. They'd be like, tell me something sexy. I'm like, I got on these socks.
Want to make a baby? I got knee socks on. I know you're excited now. I get your little no show. People can see your ankle.
You ain't lying.
Like,
You are not lying. I
yeah.
mean, I do more things now. That was when I was younger. Now, I wear lingerie and
Now I
stuff.
only wear the socks. It's socks and nothing else.
Well, if you walk into my house after times.
Like, hey, it's hot out here, girl. Don't be judge. I ain't judging now, girl. I'm not judging.
But no, I've upgraded. I wear lingerie and cute stuff now. So, I do.
Girl, I don't even want to see myself in no lace. Lace is blue.
I mean, that's not the only fabric.
You're right. I'm a loser. But I just think of lingerie. Everything else is pajamas. Like, if it's not lace, then how's it lingerie? I mean, leather.
I mean, they have like silk.
Silk. Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, I bought a couple of stuff from Savage Fenty, and she does like different types of things, and it's sexy. And I was like, and sexy is like what you think it is, because I think boy shorts and like a small t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's sexy.
Yeah, no, definitely that's sexy.
Yeah.
And your knee highs.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah,
I
that's what I was thinking. And my socks.
You're like, and my socks, my knee highs, and my booty out, and my socks. It is you. You're sexy, Trina. So that's all. And I don't think I've ever called you Trina. It's always Trina Brown. Trina Brown.
Yeah, Trina Brown.
I love that name though. It's so. It's just Trina Brown.
It is straight to the point.
Trina Brown. I mean, if you Trina Brown coming to you live, Trina Brown. Trina Brown. This is Trina Brown. I mean, it's It's like the perfect name. I don't
Thank
know. It
you.
just like goes together. Trina Brown. All right, Miss Trina. Well, let's get into these. So, like, there's another component of our show. So, like, every week we're going to be talking about our favorite costumes from our favorite movies. Maybe they're not our favorite movies, but our favorite costumes from a movie that we've seen. Could be a new movie, an old movie,
Okay.
so, or just maybe even a commercial. But these are movies.
Yes.
So what I'm gonna do is Trina sent me a picture, and I'll put it up.
Chose this picture, which is School Days, and it's the what is it? What was it? Homecoming. The homecoming performance with Tisha Campbell, Jasmine Guy. What was it? Was it Vanessa Williams? Vanessa L. Williams?
Yeah, but it was funny because she was a wannabe and she was dark skinned. She confused me.
Yeah.
Like that,
Yeah.
they just ran out of light skinned girls.
I think
Hollywood was
so. I think so. But was it her though? Because I might be
because
naming
they
the
had
wrong person.
Jasmine Guy. Remember, it was Jasmine Guy as
Guy.
well.
Yeah, Jasmine Guy, Tisha Campbell. And I know it was somebody that became well known in like the 90s. I'm just
Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna be our fact checker right here.
yes.
School Days wannabe. Because like I love that movie. Like that is, I mean, if you're a black person, period. I mean, if you haven't seen it, then you're not really a black person. I'm gonna go ahead and take your card away. Trina said it was okay. We'll give it back once you see it, but you have to send proof that you've seen it by letting us know what your favorite costume is in the chat. Let me see who was the wannabe. Because that was
Oh, and the names are it was Tisha Campbell, Jasmine Guy, Paula Brown, and Angela.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
I don't
I think
know.
those names are wrong.
But I do know the one that you're talking about because she's
Yeah.
tall, right? She's the one. Anyway, yeah. I remember who you're because I can see her. She's oh, shoot. Hold on. I'm watching it right now. And she's like, it's a go try to find something to do.
But anyways,
But why you like those? Okay, so but why do you like those costumes?
well, because I just remember watching it. This movie came out when I was like, I had to be like maybe what year was it? So I was young. So I was always obsessed with like the mermaid dresses and the very glamorous because another favorite of mine, Dynasty. I remember watching that growing up because every Saturday night my mother and my aunts it was Dynasty, so I always thought that's how everybody dressed. So I was like, I can't wait to get older so I could be dressed so glamorous all the time. But like School Days was just
wear my
that.
fur to kindergarten.
Exactly. But I just remember growing up thinking like, yeah, Vanessa Williams. See, I see the name. See, I knew I was talking about.
Yeah, she's right here.
Yeah, but I just remember just watching it, just like I was just obsessed. Like, especially they did that whole routine, and so the dance was cool. The song, to me, that at that time, there wasn't many images of black women just being sexy, I guess, or pretty. That's how I felt. And so just to see that, and they were like, I don't know, I just felt like that was going to be me growing up. Like, I'm going to be doing performances like that, and I'm being a mermaid dress, and I'm just going to be feeling like all smooth and sexy.
Like, girl, I'm gonna
I
be
thought it was just fabulous. It was just amazing to me.
I do like and I like that they stayed with that theme the whole time. So what I love that they did with the wannabes is they kept them in that silver and black.
Because that was the
and then we do have to. I mean, you have to say who was the costume designer in that one.
Yeah,
it was freaking Ruth. It was Ruth.
Ruth Kim. Yeah, Ruth Carter.
Ruth did it all.
Yeah, she did. Like, and that's what I realized. Like, because she's one of my favorite costumes. Because the other picture I sent you was from "I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker," which was also Ruth Carter. Because the costume, remember, it was the pimp outfit with the fishbowl platforms. Ruth Carter.
I mean, but that's the reason that we can't get no job because Ruth got all the jobs. You want a black designer, Ruth.
Ruth.
It's like, dang, there's other ones of us out there though.
Yeah.
That have a different perspective.
I mean, but it's just like, but she has such a distinguished like look. Like I could watch a film and automatically be like, is this Ruth? Because like the color combinations, the costumes, everything just goes with the whole set. It's just like a story in itself. Or the costume is just telling the story. You just like, this has to be a Ruth Carter.
She definitely is the attention to detail queen, I think.
Yes.
Like
definitely.
She can, and it's authentic. Like I do love her period pieces a lot. I feel like she goes all the way. Like if it's because I love what she did for Dolomite. Like that was just it's pretty crazy. It was good. See, I'm in the Wakanda, all that I give you, whatever. But trying to make the past look current and still like cool,
exactly,
and not dated, and I just think she does a great job with that.
She does an amazing. She does an amazing.
I love that. But I feel the same way about that movie. Like I actually played that movie in college. I was in this Black Studies class in college, and they asked us. Well, I was the only Black person in that class because I went to a little liberal arts college in Whittier, girl.
Oh wait, no, the funny thing about like those type of classes is usually only like one Black person.
The Blacks and the professor's white. And he was the pro-blackest. It was so crazy.
My school the same way. It was like a white professor, and he was always talking about slavery and like the rights that Black people don't get. He was so pro-black, and it wasn't that many Black people in the class, but it was a lot of white people.
Yeah, it was me, and I showed them all because we wanted to talk about. I think on this one particular class, we were talking about how racism in a certain race. So there's racism within the race, and so I loved how School Days had that inner like, I hate you, light skin, you're and that was before we even knew about colorism. They had this fancy word that the millennial, whatever. I don't even know what generation.
But colorism or
everything has a name now. It's colorism.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Everything is a label. But because that was a good story, and just like I'm like that is true. Like within our own culture, like me too.
And my favorite thing is being Black. So I So the movie and the scene that I picked was from The Wiz. But it's the scene with Eveline, and she's sitting on the toilet, the big old, and with the big dress, and it's just magnificent. That's that's Mabel King. She's just, then the whip that she's just, and the dress just moves with her big old body, and it's just like
it flows. Yes,
it does.
Yeah. Oh my God!
She's walking down that thing, and it's just, and all the little pieces that made it to just be this big old dress, because it looks like it's a whole bunch of like brooches.
Yeah, it was like,
and just like it's
amazing.
She's the queen on her throne, and then the throne is a toilet. I just think that is the best.
It was. But like through that whole movie, that's what I remember I told you last night. Like, I'm glad you picked The Wiz and it wasn't me, because everybody knows I talk about The Wiz all the time. They're like, of course you picked The Wiz, Trina. But but it was just every costume in that film was so detailed, and if you like really like look at them and dissect it, you just like, is that like just little pieces just put together? It was just like so it was. I can't talk enough about
that
film.
It's still my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. That one holds up. I can literally, if we could, like one day when we get together, we'll do like a whiz TikTok or whatever, girl, because I can don't
I should be out there.
all day.
I'm gonna be out there in November, by the way. My birthday week.
Oh my God, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I'm here.
I know,
We'll
because
do our
that's why I was
podcast
just like,
together.
I was gonna tell you about this. Like, she's never in LA.
Never in LA. Yeah, I'm actually going back to South Georgia here at the end of sometime in October to do something else. Yeah, but I want everybody to watch those movies that we were talking about, The Wiz and School Days, because that influenced me a lot. I mean, those I didn't even know how I was being influenced by those two movies.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you don't realize you're being influenced, but it's just like, cause I could never really answer like, what was it that made you want to get in costume design? I'm just like, I don't know. I just know I've always been obsessed with film, and I've always been obsessed with costumes, and just like when I'm watching something, I'm always like looking at the wardrobe. So it's just like I just never understood. Like, I mean, now that I think about like everything, I could pinpoint like every costume and like every, all my favorite costumes in each movie, and it's just like I've always had an obsession with it. And it's like even like the videos, specifically the videos from the 80s.
Oh yes,
They
had the best music videos.
Yes.
Well, because I'm considerably older than Miss Trina Brown, so when I say we, I mean I.
Well, I mean, but I was a kid, so it's just like I'm a kid watching these videos. So
yeah, I was just an older kid. I was a teen.
I mean, so you wasn't that much older. I mean,
no, but I do remember like being able to emulate the looks.
Yeah.
So like I didn't just see him like Madonna. That was a thing. Like girl, like full on lace gloves. Girl, going to the amusement park with my sister. Girl, with our little crazy wild hair and our little headbands.
Yeah.
Girl, talk about like a virgin.
Girl, I did a photo shoot, and then like after I looked at it, one of the photos, the computer, and I had looked at a Madonna photo from Like a Virgin. I was like, I didn't even realize it was like the same look almost. I was like, so I was influenced by that because Madonna was a big thing.
Huge.
Yes.
Huge. I mean, like she was everything. Like you weren't even a girl if you didn't have lace gloves. I mean, I was gonna say something, but I can't say it. I don't want to say nothing. I mean, can we even say the word girl anymore? I don't know. But are we allowed this? I want to get careful. You weren't a person that was fashionable if you didn't have lace gloves. I don't know if girl is a word anymore.
I mean, but I was a little girl. So.
You were a girl. I'm a girl.
Yes.
I'm still a girl.
I'm
a girl playing dress up. So that's what I always tell people. Like, I don't take the job too seriously because all we're doing is playing dress up every day. That's what we do for a living.
Yes, pretty much.
And it is fun.
Huh?
It is fun. It's not glamorous.
Yeah,
but
it's fun. It's like
it's fun.
It's chaotic, and you got to you got to be quick on your feet. You have to, think outside the box and just get it together. Like, you're going to look like a mad person.
You know what? I can honestly say, Trina, that's just you. People honestly tell me, I'm not even being, they're like, LaRae, you are the nicest costume designer I've ever met.
I said you're going to look like a mad person, meaning you're going to look crazy. You just said a PA told you look like you went to war.
Well, no, I didn't look mad. I looked like I've been in a war. I look wounded.
Yeah, so, I don't smile a lot, but it doesn't mean I'm mad. I'm usually just thinking.
Oh, no, Trina's mad. No, I heard about you, Trina. Your team, girl.
Whatever. I'm usually just thinking. I'm just thinking, and I have a resting bitch face, and so it's just like I'm just thinking.
See, Trina's the supervisor. Trina, if she got that, Trina's the supervisor. You don't want her to be mad. You out of here. Paycheck is done.
Pretty much. Message.
Trina Brown don't like you? Oh,
So stupid.
you in trouble. You done fucked up now. Oh, you know you fucked up. You done fucked up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm getting the vapor. So that's what I was supposed to say because I'm so ladylike. I'm getting a little sweaty over here in LA. All right. All right, pretty girl. Well, you want to wrap this thing up? Our first episode is about done.
Okay. I mean, it was fun. Like we said, we are designed with soul. And
we are designed with soul. And Trina Brown and LaRae Wilson are the soul. Yes. If you didn't get it. Because we're black.
Yes. It fits. Simple.
And if you like this type of content, check us out every week. We're going to be on all the platforms. Anywhere you can get your podcast, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, I don't know what else, the other ones. Find your little kid friend who can tell you where podcasts are, because I don't know. But we're going to be everywhere you can watch your podcast.
Yes,
and
we're only going to get better.
We're going to start having some. Wait a minute, we're going to start having some guests. So if you want to be on the show, let us know. Our email is designedwithsoul@gmail.com, and send us a little email if you want to come play with us.
And with Design W Soul.
Oh, Design W Soul.
Yeah.
So the email is designwsoul, and I'll put that on the little thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to be a part of our show and get dressed up with us and talk about everything costumes, movie, and fashion.
Yeah, and it's not limited to just costume designers, because we have all types of film friends.
We don't want to talk to no other costume designers. We want to talk to.
We have the coordinators, directors, producers,
Yeah, you're an actor, you're a grip. We want to know how. We just want to talk. We just want to talk, and we want to have fun. So come on, if you want to have fun and just chat with some fun girls.
You're so stupid.
All right, girl. I gotta take my fancy glove off so I can turn the thing off. Cause see, that's the one thing, they didn't have touch screens in the 40s, so they didn't keep the gloves off.
They did not.
All right, well, Trina Brown, until next time.
All right. That's a wrap. Bye.
That's a wrap. Girl, yeah. Design with something. Or I'm going to get you one of them clicker things so you can be the one to be like, that's a wrap.
Okay. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Okay.